We tried to sell Pong for probably 4 months before we sold any. We took it to the toy show and got no response. We took it to, all kinds of appliance chains, not a single taker. Took all the toy chains, not a single taker. And we thought we had a real turkey on our hands. And yet we knew when we talked to customers that there was a demand for it, that we could sell them to people. But how do you get distribution? I mean, because the toy store said it's too expensive for us. $29.95 is the highest price thing that we have in our stores. You go to the appliance departments and they say, we can't have a $99 product because people want to finance it and we don't think it's going to be lasting that long. So we can't do that. And so the breakthrough came with a single buyer at Sears Roebuck, who we just called after we'd gotten turned down in the Sears Roebuck toy department. We got turned down by the Sears Roebuck appliance department, and he'd heard about it. And he said, and the previous Christmas, he had done a big job in home pool tables. And this Christmas he said, pool tables in bars, what else in there? And so he'd done a deal with somebody that did an electromechanical pinball machine. He says, and video games are in bars. Let me give it a try. And so we called him up, and he showed up on our doorstep the next day and said, how many can you produce? We thought we could produce maybe 25, 30,000. So we said 70,000. And he came back with an order for 150,000. And we said, there's just no way we can fund that. We just don't have the money. He says, don't you worry. I'll introduce you to Sears Bank, which he did. And and then they advanced us 80% of the sales price the minute the unit fell off the end of the line into a bonded warehouse that we had. And so all of a sudden we had the funding, and if you have the money, you can figure out how to make 150,000. I actually think we made almost 200,000 that year.